So a cheeseburger, a hot dog, and a sandwich all walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." So this is how I move my straight cut headers. They're 25 feet wide, so they're maybe a little too wide to be driving down the highway. So I have a trailer that I can just put them on, and I tie them down. I already took the straps off it, and then I got the combine sitting here ready to go on. It's all cleaned up and switched over to wheat now. It was doing barley, of course, and now that I'm finished that, I got it all ready to go on some wheat. I ran a test the other night before the little shower, so I got a little bit done here, but just did like about 20 bushels or something just to see how it was running and kind of how it's how the moisture is. But I'll run a sample once I get this guy all hooked up here in the next couple minutes. So when I hook up to the straight cut header, it's on the trailer here still. There's those two little mounting brackets that go up into a bit of a ridge underneath that arm, and then that's what hooks the header on. Got to make sure it's fairly level when I do it. Just make contact with it. And then once I get it up close, then I get out and check to make sure it's engaged. So yeah, this is where I get out and check it. Make sure those guys are up into position. You can see the far one is up into that notch, and so is this one. See how it's away right now? This guy's disengaged down so that the fingers are out, and then once it's once you get it up close there, then you can flip this guy in, and there's little hooks that hook themselves into those little notches there, and that's what locks it into place. And then I have to hook all of the hydraulics and electrical, and the power takeoff goes onto there that runs the front end. So then once I get it up high enough, I back away from the trailer, and then I can lower it down here, and then I can get it all the hookups to hook it on and to lock it into place, and then I'm ready to go. Okay, so I got it all hooked up now, all of the attachments. So I got the power takeoff in and the shield in place, and then this comes off of the combine, the hydraulics that run kind of the main hydraulic systems like the knife and stuff like that, kind of run off of that. And then it's return back up into the combine. So you just interchange these two here, and that completes that hydraulic circuit. And then there's the small hydraulics that is the this is the reel, and then the electrical and the header height control. There's a couple of extra plugs that I had to add on when I did the header height control, and that's about it. Got this guy locked into place, so when it's up, those fingers are locked in, so it holds the bottom of the header in. The top is held in by these guys, so then everything's all latched into place. That's my head sight header height control. They run off of these fingers in the front here. I'll show you them. You'll be able to see them underneath there. So there's 4 of them, and what that does is it feels kind of where the header's at, so then it can adjust the height for the cutting height, so a guy doesn't have to be quite so careful watching it. It's kind of nice. It's kind of my first year with that guy, so yeah, So now I'm all hooked up and ready to go. It takes about 10 minutes to get it all hooked up and all checked out to make sure everything's put together right, and then away I can go take a sample of wheat. So now that I'm all hooked up and set up and I got everything double checked to make sure I'm hooked up good, I come up into the cab here, and I've already gone through and done the settings. So I've ran it before, and I made sure all my speed settings are right. So I got it set to the rotor speed right now, and this is the throttle that speeds up the engine. So I got him at neutral, and then this runs the combine itself. So when I flip him in, that engages the combine. So the rotor's turning now, and everything behind is turning. Can't really see anything yet because there's no grain in there. This is the header, so I flip on the header, make sure it turns good, everything's turning good, sounds good. Then I can rev up the engine to full speed. It clicks into place. Okay, then it speeds everything up. Make sure the reel's all the way down. This is the reel height, this is the header height, so this will move that header up and down. Okay, and then I can see my rotor speed is 910, so that's good. And I've already adjusted my fan speed, is good. And then my concaves are just about close to 1/4 inch in wheat, so that's all good. And then I just do my header height, make sure I'm cutting at the right height. Now I can go run a sample. So it's a pretty hot day today. We're getting some wheat off here north of Rumsey. It's coming off pretty good. Should do close to 100 acres today. It's been a lot of running back and forth on drying grain too, so swapping trucks out and running home and checking the dryer and stuff. So got to keep a pretty good eye on it. So it's been a pretty busy day, but things are going good. Super hot though. I wish it was just a little bit cooler, but yeah, there's quite the sunset tonight, but it's very hot.